Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Learning with Teacher Jasmine. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine and I have been tutoring for the past 23 years. I teach upper primary and lower secondary students in multiple core subject areas. If you would like to learn useful tips and tricks through my videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded. So let's get started. Today's lesson is identifying methods in stating numbers given in the form of words or numerals. We are going to learn how to say numbers up to 10,000. To understand this concept, you will first have to look at the number 1000. 1000 has a total of 3 zeros in it. Using this concept, we are going to identify the numerals and we are going to pronounce it, and we are also going to learn how to write it down in a complete sentence. Now, before that, I would like to explain to you about the place values for every single digit in this number 1000. So starting from the last digit, this is ones. The place value for the second last digit is tens, followed by hundreds, and finally thousands. So this number is read as 1000. So these last three digits plays a very important concept in understanding the method of pronouncing numbers. Let's look at this number on the screen. What I'd like you to do is count from the back 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. After the third digit, I want you to imagine that there is a partition. This partition is an indicator to use the word thousand when you're pronouncing this number. Before you learn how to pronounce the number, identify the numbers before and after the partition. So for example, right now the number before the partition is this number over here. So this is pronounced as 1. And the number after the partition, this number is pronounced as 473. Now all you have to do in order to get the final answer or to write down the words in a complete sentence is to combine the numbers before and after the partition and also include the word thousand in the respective place. So for example, if I'm going to pronounce this number right now, it's going to be 1473. So just join the sentence 1473. You want to make sure that you hyphenate words such as 73. Make sure that there is a hyphen when you're writing down these kind of words. Words like 73, 41, 89, 92, 31. All these numbers requires a hyphen. Let's look at the next example. We're going to count the digits from the back. 1, 2, 3, followed by our partition where we are going to use the word thousand. The number before the partition is 4 and the number after the partition. Now there are 3 digits after the partition, 0, 6 and 5. However, only the last 2 digits carry value. 0 does not have any value, so we do not include the 0 in our pronunciation. We only pronounce the last 2 digits. So this is pronounced as 65. Now all we have to do is combine the number before and after the partition and make a full sentence. So the answer is 4065. You want to make sure that you are using the word "and" only once in your sentence, and it should be used just before you end your sentence. Let's look at the next example. Starting from the back, 1, 2, 3 digits and then the partition where you're going to use the word 1000. The number before the partition is 7 and the number after the partition is 701. So when I join the sentences, it's going to be 7701. Let's look at this example. From the back, we are going to count 3 digits, 1, 2, 3, and then the partition where we are going to use the word 1000. The number before the partition is 9 and the number after the partition that carries value is only 2. Now we are going to join the number after and before the partition and we are going to write it in a complete sentence. It's going to be 9002. So we have to add the word n in our sentence. And you want to also make sure that you don't repeat the word n more than once in your sentence. Let's do some practices together. I'm going to give you 3 questions to practice on. Question number 1. State the following numeral in words. This is the standard instruction that's usually asked in exam. So this is an example of a number, a numeral, and I want you to write down the sentence. The sentence goes hand in hand with your pronunciation of the number. So since we learned just now, from the back you're going to count 3 digits to the front. 1, 2, 3. And you want to also remember here, this is the place where you're going to use the word 1000. Now, when I pronounce this number, it's going to be 1624. Notice that I only have the word "and" used just before I end my sentence. And the word "and" is not repeated more than once. Also remember to use hyphen. Let's look at another example of a question. From the back, 1, 2, 3 digits, and this is where you're going to imagine the word 1000. So now when I pronounce this number, it's going to be 8321. 8321. Only one end right before I end my sentence and the hyphen. Let's look at question 3. 3 digits from the back. 1, 2, 3. And then this is where you're going to use the word 1000. So 9064. When doing this exercise, there are some important tips that I'd like you to keep in mind. Take caution of spelling mistakes. There are certain common spelling mistakes that you would like to avoid, you will want to avoid, because if you make these spelling mistakes in subjective questions or paper 2 questions, you are going to lose marks. Now there are 2 words that are very commonly misspelled by students. So the 2 words are the words 40 and 90. The word 40 is typically always spelled wrongly in this way, where students like to write it as F-O-U-R-T-Y. This is wrong. You are supposed to spell it as 40, F-O-R-T-Y. Another word that's commonly misspelled is the word 90. I've seen students who spell the word 90 as ninety, where this is obviously wrong. So the correct spelling for it is 90, N-I-N-E-T-Y. So be sure to check your spelling once you are done with your sentence. Once you write down your sentences, be sure to check your spelling before you move on to the next question. Alright you guys, this is a check for understanding exercise that you can do at home. Pause the video, copy the questions into your exercise book, complete your answers and then unpause the video to check your answers. If you are looking for more practice questions to work with, be sure to click on the link given in the description box below. I have attached a total of 20 additional questions that will be useful for you to practice on. Wishing you the best of luck for these questions. So guys, thank you all so much for watching this tutorial video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Again, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't and hit that notification bell. Stay focused till we meet again in the next one. Bye.